Here we are for another video, and today there's going to be something different. It's going to be a debrief, actually, of the last flight lesson I had a couple of weeks ago. And this flight lesson, I think for me and the teacher, was a really big foundation builder.
Not loads of drama, but loads of stuff that makes you a better pilot.
Yeah, and drama is not good in a machine anyway. So we went through exercises 4 to 9A in the C42B to see, first of all, where I'm at and also what we need to focus on the next couple of lessons and see what are the big key points to improve.
So, it's your first time flying with this instructor?
Yeah, that was the first time flying with Owen together, and also it was only the second time ever I flew in the C42B. So to top things off, I haven't flown in a couple of months, and it was kind of the thing to get back into it and also check if the basics are okay.
And the weather was actually good, which is basically a miracle.
Yeah, in Ireland, we're definitely going to take that. So before we even get airborne, one of the big takeaways in the lesson was checklist discipline, and the checklist, you actually see it here, that's this one here. So my instructor wants me to practice the startup procedure at home step by step so we don't miss anything.
Because the cockpit is not the place to be like, wait, did we do that thing?
Yeah, exactly. So what I'm going to do is what we call chair fly the checklist, which means I'm going to sit down on the chair, pretend I'm in the cockpit, and run through everything calmly until it's really automatic and I know what to do, when, and how. So the next exercise, it was actually effects of controls. So that means if you, for example, accelerate, the airplane will pitch up and you will have to correct that. And it's really important that you know these effects, because then you know how to correct them and what to do in the air.
So not pull back, it's pull up.
Yeah, it's more like if you do the one thing, another thing happens. And it, again, as I said, you increase the power of the airplane, the nose tends to pull up, and you will have to correct that, because otherwise it will do things you don't want them to do, and it becomes really dangerous.
So it's like learning the rules of a game.
Yeah, exactly. And in order to learn these rules and to know these rules, my instructor actually sent me notes, which I have to learn and revise. And this is why you see me sitting here in the evenings on the sofa reading and being disconnected from everyone and everything while you watch your series. So exercise 5 was actually taxiing, which is like moving the airplane on the ground. And we'll do this every lesson because, well, we have to get somehow from the parking lot to the runway. And this is what taxiing is. And the key message here was don't taxi too fast. It's literally walking pace.
Which sound obviously until you're actually moving and everything feels faster.
Yeah, exactly. It's mostly also about controlling the aircraft with your feet, so you don't have a steering wheel or anything. You remember left, right, which you were saying?
Left, right.
That's exactly what you shouldn't do, because if you do that, you're possibly either going to go slalom or even worse, you're going to go somewhere you don't want to go. And I had to think actually of you when I was sitting in the plane, I was thinking left, right. I said, nope, don't do that. But yeah, so that's one of the key things. It's to steer the airplane on the ground with your feet and like knowing how much gas you have to give or like not. And it seems like it's going to take a couple of lessons to really get the feel and everything. So I'm not trying to be a hero here anyway.
No Fast and Furious Taxiway Drift Edition.
Nope, definitely not, because I think neither my instructor nor the flight school will be very happy if I do that. So the next exercise, which was exercise 6, was straight and level flight and in varying airspeeds. And this is where I really realized trimming is a skill.
Understatement of the year.
Oh yes, it was. So the goal here is to hold a heading and staying at a constant altitude. So you don't climb, you don't descend or anything. And the big reminder is, first of all, check that your airspeed is correct. Check that your altimeter is correct, and then and only then level. So for level flight, we were working around 70 knots and about 4,000 RPM. That stands per round per minute. So that's literally the times the engine turns per minute. And you're confirming whether or not you level by, first of all, cross-checking the instrument, especially the vertical speed indicator or VSI and the altimeter. If they don't show any indication, then you know you're level.
And you said the picture changes with speed.
Yeah, so if you go faster, it looks like the nose is going more down, and if you go slower, it looks like the nose is more up. So you're learning the outside view, not only just staring at the pedal and the instruments. So the next exercise we touched on was basic climbs and descents, and we did also a little bit of performance climbs and descents. And we did a little bit of climb and the basic things, and then some descending, and also like a little bit of climbing and descending turns.
So what's the homework here?
Learning the key speeds for the C42B, which is Vx and Vy, so the best speed for climb and the best speed for normal like flying, and also the minimum sync. My instructor sent me a list, and I absolutely want those speeds nailed in the next lesson.
Because those are the numbers you really want in your brain, not on a sticky note.
Yeah, exactly. It would be bad on a sticky note, and then you don't find the sticky note. So the next exercise, which is exercise 9A, and that was the last one, was medium level turns for up to 30 degrees of bank.
And you didn't use much rubber last time?
No, actually I didn't use any rubber at all, which my instructor wasn't really happy about. So the focus for the next lesson is going to be that we will really use the rudder every time we do any turns.
So the goal is smooth, controlled, and not making your passengers feel questionable.
Yeah, exactly. Coordinated turns and not chaos turns. Overall, my instructor said it went very well. The weather was good, and considering I haven't flown a couple of months and it was only my second lesson in this airplane, I'll take it.
But trimming is a big thing to work on.
Yeah, definitely trimming is a big thing to work on. So the plan for the next lesson is going to be revisit exercise 6 briefly, which was straight level flight at varying airspeeds. Trimming, and then rudder, and then also go deeper into exercise 7 and 8, climb and descent.
And if you're learning too, it's frustrating sometimes. Weather gaps between lessons.
But you stick to it. So if you're enjoying the journey so far to become a pilot and flying around Northern Ireland and Europe, then subscribe to the channel.
And if you got tips for trimming or coordinating turns, drop them in the comment. We actually read them. Thanks for watching. See you next time.